Next, I'll show you how to paste tables into spreadsheets. One of the tasks I recommend everybody perform is point-to-point checkout of all the inputs and outputs on a controller. To make that task easier, it's best to have a checkout sheet. In this video, I'm going to show you how to cut and paste the table views of inputs and outputs into a spreadsheet to make a checkout sheet. So here I have an air handling unit controller with a lot of inputs and outputs for this demonstration. I'm going to expand the tree here, and I'm going to expand the inputs and outputs. Notice how many inputs I have here. So I'm going to open up a table view of the inputs. So you can either double click or right click and configure. Okay, so here is our input list. Now, as I've done in other videos, we're going to skinny down the properties. Open up this, right click, clear all. Now what I like is the description, object identifier, and object name. Okay, and then I'm going to put the object name before or after the identifier. So there's our list. One of the things that KMC does that I don't like is they list the inputs and the outputs in alphabetical order. Notice how it's analog input 1 through 6, and the binary is down here, and then so depending on how you have it wiring, that could be all out of sequence. Another thing I don't like is that they don't show you any physical wiring of it. It's very difficult to figure out where it's physically wired. See this BI33? That's on an expansion module. I'm not sure which one it is, and I'm not sure which input it's wired to. I wish they had a property up here that would be physical wiring or something like that. Now that doesn't have to actually be a property in the controller. It could be some sort of knowledge-based thing. Enough of that. So let's select these inputs and outputs. Or inputs, I mean. Okay, I'm going to hit Control C. And then I have a spreadsheet already made for this, IO checkout. Now you could paste this in here, but it's going to paste the title in here in the spreadsheet that I've already made. So I've made a second page just as a scratch pad. So I'm going to paste it into here like this. I'm going to notice I'll put the title in there. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to then try to get this stuff in order before I paste it back into the other page. So here's 7, 8, 9. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to go up here and paste it above 10. I'm going to right click in here, and I'm going to go insert cells. So there you are. Now I'm not going to do this whole thing. You get the idea how that works. And I'm going to go back and cut this. I'm going to paste it back into the first page. Now, you're going to want to select this 1, 2, 3, or you're going to lose the formatting of the cells. So I've selected this. And there's the beginnings of our checkout sheet. You would do the same thing for the outputs. Since we're talking about point-to-point checkout sheets on controllers, this point-to-point checkout sheet works great for controllers with varied inputs and outputs, but it works very poorly for, let's say, VAV boxes. If you had 30 VAV boxes, that would mean 30 of these checkout sheets, which isn't very efficient and very time consuming. So in this case, what I've done, to show you, is that I've made out a checkout sheet just for VAV controllers. And here we've got, the air handling unit that's feeding it, the address and all that. This is the way I recommend doing checkout sheets on VAV controllers.